the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry from Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 12. Play action. It's Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They go play action with Eason. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun is Eason. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
Sanders.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 30-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Check pass, check pass. 58 for Mike, 58. Something. Watch the out. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6. Eagles, nothing.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Eason. He'll buy some time right. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts.
Jack Doyle. Touchdown.
Jack Doyle. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Eagles.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Watch right. We got right.
To throw is Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Let's get off the field. 58, boys. 58. Come on. Where's 5-7? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Where's 58? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check pass.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mack off the draw play. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Off the bootleg. Eason steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's coming. Double up.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 18.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? They'll wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 30 yards there.
First down, Colts.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st down, Jacob Eason looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 80 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Colts 7-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, G. Sunday. Rush in. For Tokyo. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. What's that?
Throwing now is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
Come on now. 54. Mike 54. You can't block me.
Now Wentz. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A run by Mack to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Eason on the option. Staying on the ground with Mack.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
from the gun on third down. Eason eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And a Colts first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw again on second down. Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Again, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike. Go. Lefty.
Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Go 58's the mic. Watch the slant. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Rip left. 58, boys. 58's Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
By the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55.
2nd down. Here's Eason. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it out to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're going to have a break in the action here because that is Jacob Eason, who is still down and yet to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
82.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want 57.
Wentz going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 5-7. Kill. Check. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to look deep here for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 48 yards. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Wentz again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Man, I got you. Straight 15. 50, Max 50, Max 50. Come on.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Got the remote. Let's give them a show.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because you...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the same. It
preserve.
smells terrible. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Max 50. Come on. Sunday. 50.
He'll throw from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't let him free. Play that tight D. Free defense. Max 50. Here we go, D. Get off the field. The great 50's done. Hey, we got Mike 50.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch 11, watch 11. Great 15, great 15. 57's Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
58's the mark.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Don't be scared of it. It's 74, 74.
50's the mark. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Jalen Reagor. 10 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The track. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
It's a gain of
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Sunday.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Five nine.
54 is Mike.
Listen.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Time to go. Night. Hey, one set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Wentz on target to Reagor. 1st down, Eagles.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. 657.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.